This video brought to you by Exams A to Z, empowering through education.
Hi everyone. Today we will discuss the migrant issues as a whole, decoding the problems of migrants in India and in the world. We all would have seen the images of migrants, interstate migrants or intrastate migrants who have fled from state to state in the trolleys of lorries. They were walking from one state to another state. They were crossing from one country to another country by walk. It is very, very sorrow to imagine and feel the pain of those migrants. This migrant problem is not new to the entire world and to the humanity as a whole. This migrant problem is as old as human civilization. It is because the phenomena of migration lies in the push and pull factors. These push and pull factors are there since the beginning of human civilization. Thus, migration as such is not new, but the problems of migration which we are experiencing today, that is in the times of corona crisis, COVID-19 pandemic situation, or in the climatic refugees, or in the wartime refugees. In all these situations, migrants are forcefully, this is a keyword, migrants are forcefully moving away from place to place in search of safety, security. They are searching for minimal livelihood options. They are searching for basic essential necessities like food, water, cloth, shelter, and health facilities too. Thus, we need to arrest this problem of migration related problems. Otherwise, they will wage a revolution. They will wage a huge protest. We have seen the same kind of situation in the Mumbai in the times of COVID-19. We can imagine the plight of those migrants who want to move to the safe zones, who want to get accessible to basic amenities, basic essentials of life. Thus, we will decode the problem of migration. We will understand them as co-citizens of our country and of the entire human race. We will also look at the way forward, how we need to deal the situation of migration as a whole. Migrants in India especially are having enormous are playing enormous role, like they are contributing major to the economic productivity. They are contributing to the livelihoods of millions of people. They are in turn they are paying indirect taxes. Thus, overall, migrants also constitute important part of the entire engine of our national economic growth. Or in single word, we can say migrants are considered as the lifelines of entire national growth as such. Thus, we need to ask simple question: why migrants are facing issues, or what are the issues they are facing? Are there any solutions? Are there any steps taken by the government or governments across the world? If not, what yet to be done? We will ponder on all these dimensions in the upcoming discussion. If we imagine a situation in all the metropolitan cities like Delhi, Bengaluru, Mumbai, Kolkata, Hyderabad, Jaipur, and many others, migrants move from their source to destination in search of job or better education facilities or better health facilities. Even some migrants, they will move in search of move on the eve of their marriages. Like there are many issues, there are many dimensions of migration. But here, if we understand the problems of migrants, they may not accessible to the public services, or they may not find the affordable healthcare or affordable shelters, because they will move to the different place as whole. Even they will also face some stigma kind of, because they will have their own unique cultural traits. They will have their own like dressing style or eating habits or dialects. They will have their own languages, and they will face humongous problems. Thus, migrations are facing multi-dimensional problems. What governments at various levels have done? These problems are seen across the countries, not just in India. We need to remember this point. It is same in Africa. It is same in South American nations. It is same even in Central American nations, where the migrants are like suffering from severe problems. Severe problems means severe problems. We all would have seen in 2019, where migrants have walked for hundreds of kilometers to cross the border of Mexico. However, like USA was stern in limiting the number of migrants. That is entirely different topic, because international migration is entirely different topic. Now we will focus to the domestic migration within the country, and then we will assess the situation, and then we will find out the problems. We will look at the solutions too. Now, like governments have been taken, like now there is a scheme called interoperability of public distribution system, one nation one card. Like that, pilot projects have been done successfully. Andhra, Telangana, now any person from Andhra, they can take ration in Telangana, in the similar manner Punjab, Haryana, or in the NCR region associated, like that Maharashtra, Gujarat, like this. These are like pilot projects have been done successfully. This is one of the most pioneering efforts made by the government of India. Before that, even Andhra Pradesh government, well before the central government has done this reform, Andhra Pradesh government has done in 2016 itself. That was interoperability within the state, intrastate. From Anantapur, if a migrant from Anantapur, if he moves to Srikakulam or Vishakhapatnam or Vijayawada, they can take ration from anywhere. Like this is one of the basic problem government has solved, but still there will be some technical glitches, technical issues. Next is healthcare issue. This is very healthcare and education. This is not much affordable and accessible to the migrant laborers. This has been doing by the government like for many generations, because since 1947 migration is a pertinent issue. And then this construction laborers under this migrant sector, they are facing this problem. And then governments, various state governments have asked all the government schools to allot them without any particulars, like they should not harass them like by asking TC and all, because they should get basic education, because again after 3 months again they will move to different place. Even construction sector as a whole, they are giving some around 1000 rupees or 2000 or some ex gratia amount, even if they get hurt, even if they get injured, even for the welfare of their families they are providing some monetary benefit, even some social security also. Even this, they are also providing the ex gratia amount for even if there is any untoward incident like death happened. We can see in firecrackers incident in Tamil Nadu, even in Mumbai and in Delhi there were many fire accidents occurred where migrant laborers are the main victims. Thus migrants are facing huge problem. Plus even we can observe this in the time of COVID-19, they are facing the real issues. Even if we are not taking care of the migrants as a whole, they are going to become the bane. Until now we have seen migrants are the lifelines of Indian economy, but in the times of coronavirus, if we are not taking the problems of migrants not seriously, they are going to become the bane. They are going to affect the entire villages as a whole, because up to now villages have not yet become the hotspots. We need to remember this small link. Now we will look upon the solutions. Firstly, social security net has to be provided. Already, like there are various schemes like Pradhana Mantri. There are various social security schemes, Lagu Vyapari, or for unorganized sector. There are multiple schemes. Recently in the 2018-19, 2017-18 budget, Government of India has introduced various welfare schemes to ensure their social security. Even this Employment State Insurance Corporation, it is also providing. Even the respective construction sector associations or construction sector companies are providing, but they have to be mandatorily provided. Even each and every municipal corporation has to be dealt with the problem of migration in a very serious note, on a very serious note, friends. They should maintain a record. The exceptional example is Ahmedabad Municipal Corporation. They are maintaining a migration information system. Thus they will tackle any untoward incidents in their family or in the eve of any crisis, floods, or in the times of health emergencies like at present COVID-19. We can track the movement of migrant laborers. Next, very important, that is we need to mitigate this movement of people. We need to create the urbanization. That was the concept propounded by Abdul Kalam Garu. He asked, he wants to create all the necessary infrastructure in rural areas itself. Thus we can mitigate the hardships faced by the migrants or the people belonging to villages. We need to tackle this migration problem at the ground level itself. Even we need to tackle the problem of climate migration, climate migrants, climate change migrants, even wartime refugees. This all can be done with the international collaboration of governments at various sector. Even India has to sign the UN Refugee Convention, but with its own limits. Because India is at the center. Geographically, India is at a very sensitive center, because it is having land border with all sensitive countries, from which it is having some security threat. Thus, the common thread is we need to protect the migrants. Thus, migrants will contribute heavily for the nation's growth. In turn, it will contribute to the nation's development. It is also a part of sustainable development growth, that is SDG 8. It contributes to the decent work, decent growth, economic growth, and a decent life. They will enjoy the dignity of labor. It is also part of the directive principles of state policy of India, of India, of Indian Constitution. Thus, we will ensure the migrants' safety and security. In turn, migrants will contribute heavily for the nation's growth. Thank you.